10 o'clock. Good morning, everybody. I wonder who will join today. Give it a minute. There's always a little bit of a lag time with this Facebook Live platform. Well, it's been a beautiful morning so far. I went for a walk in the redwoods with my partner, and there's been a lot of rain and storms, and it's just so wonderful and clean in the air when it's been raining, and then the sun comes out and you can just breathe in that fresh oxygen. It's like clear. Makes you feel happy to be alive. So welcome. Who's on here? Octavia, where are you from? So today, I was like, what am I going to talk about today on this expanding exercise? I was part of a Being You class yesterday. I was hosting my friend Sarah Grandinetti, who did a Being You class online. And if you haven't heard of those, it's a really great introduction to the basics of the Access Consciousness tools and how to be you. And I remember many, many years ago when I first started this work, I had no idea who I was. I had given myself up so long before. I had bought into judgment so heavily that anytime somebody didn't like something or somebody commented or criticized, I would just totally cut that off and get smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. And I was like this tiny cut off person when I first showed up to Access. And it's amazing how much more of you can come out when you start using these tools. And like, what if you never stop learning and growing and being more of you? You know, what if who you are right now is still just the tip of the iceberg? And what if that's okay? You can just continue to explore new possibilities, new spaces, new awarenesses, new potencies, new capacities all the time. It's a way more exciting way to live than this is who I am and put myself in a box and define it and stay that way. Not fun. So I invite you to continue exploring newness for you every day. What if you woke up each morning and were truly in the question of who am I today? And what adventures can I have? And what's possible? So Octavia is from Romania. Oh, cool. I wonder if you know my friend Nicolette. Oh, no, wait, she's in Budapest. Who do I know in Romania? Somebody took a class with me from Romania. Can't remember her name at the moment. But anyway, it's kind of cool that this work is all over the world. And people connect up and take classes and move to other places and share these tools. And it's just amazing. So I'm glad you're here. If you have anything that you'd like to bring up, certainly put it in the chat. And Kirk is here. And who else? So I was talking about the Being You class from yesterday, and just the simple tools of like just remembering back to before, when you actually had more of awareness of you, before you cut off all the parts and pieces of yourself that other people made wrong or criticized or whatever. the times when you just really felt alive and excited to be and do whatever it is that you were doing. And when you tap into that, you can bring that energy forward into your current day. And it's fun to kind of just look through your past, through your memories of when you were actually being you, when you were truly happy and all the cells in your body were alive and tingling, and it was just joyful. And sometimes, people only have one memory of that, and that's okay. And sometimes you can't even remember it, and that's okay. But if you start to ask to have that revealed, something will show up, and you can bring that energy forward, because that is you. And what if there's so much more of that available if you just ask for it to show up? And anywhere where we've decided that we don't have that, or we don't know what that is, will you destroy and uncreate it and allow your awareness to come through and to show you more of you? Everything that doesn't allow that, will you destroy and uncreate it? Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all 9 shorts, boys and beyond. Hey, Hannah, welcome. Glad you're here. Okay, so that's the beauty of asking a question. You don't have to know right now any of what you're asking the question about. Just by asking the question and being in the curiosity of it, things start to show up. And it's amazing. That's how you create magic. So, oh, hello from Norway. That's cool. All over the world. Who else would like to play? Elizabeth, yay. Hi. So let's be in the question of how much we can expand right now and how much we can carry that expansion through our week and just continue to be more and more spacious. Because one of the tools that I picked up on really early on in Access for myself was when Gary Douglas was saying that he always maintains a minimum of 250,000 miles beyond his body so that nothing impacts him. And he said also that when you're expanded like that, you're aware of truths and lies from the space of awareness, not from buying what people are saying as real and true. Because when you expand your awareness that big, you're also expanding what people say that big. And when you do that, anything that's true becomes more substantial, and anything that is not true just dissipates. So it's almost like the lies just fall away and the truth becomes really clear. You don't have to actually do anything because you're being the space and allowing your awareness to be more potent than thoughts, feelings, and emotions. So wherever you are, start to relax your body. Take a big, deep, conscious breath. And allow the oxygen to rejuvenate all of your cells. Start to just really, really relax. As you do that, begin to move your awareness beyond your body into the space of the room that you're in. Filling the room from floor to ceiling, and then going beyond the walls, beyond the ceiling, beyond the floor, in front and behind, to your left and to your right. A minimum of 10 miles in all directions. And perceive what that does to your body just in these few seconds. It always, to me, feels like a stretch, even though I'm not really moving. It's like everything like the spine has more space. My body just has more space to relax in. And go further out, 100 miles, 500 miles, going deep into the core of the earth, up into the sky, the stars, all around the planet and beyond. I can hear the wind chimes in the background. I don't know if you can hear that. I love my wind chimes. So as you're expanding, notice any tightness in your body, anything in your body that's been bothering you. Look back from way out wherever you are at your body and find one molecule that you can turn 180 degrees. And then go way back out again. Find a molecule to turn. You can go back and forth, going way out, turning a molecule, and way out, turning a molecule. And a lot of times, this simple energetic exercise changes what's physically showing up in your body from the space and allowing the change. You have to be willing to have it change. You have to be willing to have it be that easy. And it can be. I've seen a lot of things be that easy. It's really our points of view that stop things from changing that quickly and easily. We're cute, not always that bright, but we're very cute. So from this space, you can ask for things to show up, you can ask for things to change. And if you don't have a point of view about how it has to be or what you have to do, you're actually engaging with the elementals that create the magic, that allow things to show up as if by magic. So find one thing that you'd like to ask for to show up in your life, to actualize, that you have no idea how, but we leave the how up to the universe. Just imagine yourself having it, what it would be like to have it. And really steep yourself in that energy. Pull that into right now. And then let's send little trickles out to all the people and all the places and all the energies that will help contribute to that becoming your reality. And whenever it shows up, put no time limit on it. And it can show up right away, or it might take a while. And if we didn't have a point of view, it can show up faster. So any points of view that you have, can't be that easy, can't show up that quick, I don't know if I can do this. Destroy and uncreate all of that. Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine shorts, boys and beyond. You know you've created magic before. We just didn't necessarily know how. And it's from awareness, from question, from choice, from being willing to receive the possibilities. Because we didn't think and figure it out, we can't think and figure out how we did it. But these are the elements of creation. If you play with it and you don't think, it just goes, it shows up right there. So be this space, be the energy of receiving everything that you'd like to ask for, and watch with wonder as the universe gifts it to you. Follow the twinkles and the sparkles that lead you, and it will be. Thank you so much for joining today. It's really awesome to have you guys live. Put messages in this group if you like. I can speak to whatever it is that you have questions about. And if something shows up and you want to share, please share. It's fun. It encourages and inspires other people. So I'm so glad you're here. Thank you. And you know, there's people who can't watch at this time, so there are other people around the world watching this later on. So your being here is a great contribution, and thank you again. Have a great week. I'll see you next Monday. Bye.